Hello students, hope you are doing fine. So today we are gonna discuss exercise 1.2 class 9 mathematics. So we already have discussed what are the differences between rational and irrational numbers and how we can represent root 2 and root 3 on the number lines. So let us see what is next. This is all the basis for the exercise. If you have not seen the previous videos, please watch them and then come to this video. Okay. And next is every irrational number. Every irrational number is a real number. We have to tell every irrational. So first question and the first part, every irrational number is a real number. What do you say? Irrational number. We know that real numbers are the numbers that contain each and every kind of number, or it can have, in this world there are only two type of numbers. Let me tell you, rational and irrational. And further we can say, if we combine rational and irrational numbers, then we have real numbers. Okay, real numbers. So rationals are there, rational numbers present here, irrational number present here. Okay, in rational numbers, suppose somebody will say, sir, you are saying rational and irrational, there are only two type of number in this world. How can you say? Where will integer go? Where will whole number go? Where will this natural number go? Okay, if I ask you 1 by 1, isn't it a rational number? 2, isn't it a rational number? Yes, because all the integers, all the whole numbers, all the natural numbers are there placed in rational numbers. Okay, placed in rational numbers. And irrational numbers that cannot be represented on the number line. Oh, we have seen that in the previous video. They can be represented on the number line, but they do not have the terminating sequence after decimal. They are not repeating them and they are not terminating after the decimal places. Okay. So the first part is every irrational number is a real number. Every irrational number is a real number. Yes. Yes. Everything that is present here is a part of the real number. So yes, it is true. Okay. The next part is every point on the number line is of form root m and where m is a natural number. Okay, let us just have a pause and think about it. Root m, every point on the number line is of form root m. Okay, this is the number line and I am saying every point that is presented here is of form root m. So this number is root m. Suppose this number is root m. So the next number will be root m plus 1. So m is any number. M is any number. Suppose if the m is here 2 and the next number will be 3. So root 2 is the first number, root 3 is the next number, root 4 is the next number. So but what if I say, root 2 is 1.414 somewhere like this and root 3 is 1.73 something like this. So isn't it there any number between 1.4 and 1.7? There are thousands and actually infinite many numbers between these two numbers, root 2 and root 3. So every number here is not of form root m. So the second point is false. Every number on the number line is not of form root m. What you will say about 1.5? 1.5 is not a root of anything. Okay? Yes, it may be a root of anything, but in that case m is not a natural number. Okay, this is something beyond the scope. Every real number is an irrational number. Every real number is an irrational number. No, there are some rational number and some irrational number in the real, in the bag of the real number. Some are rational, some are irrational. But he is saying every real number is only rational number. No, every real number is not only rational number. Some may be irrationals. Okay, so this is also again false statement. False statement. So this is the first question. We are done with the first question. The next question is, are the square root of all positive integers irrational? Let us see, this is very interesting. The second question here is the interesting part. Okay. The square root of all positive integers. He is asking about square root of all positive integers is irrational. Okay, let us see square root of 1, square root of 2, square root of 3, square root of 4, square root of 5, 6, 7, 8. Square root of all positive integers I have taken. Then the question is, are they irrational? He is saying, are they irrational? What do you say about root 4? Root 4 is not irrational. And further, what do you say about root 9? Root 9 is not irrational. It is a natural number or rational number. So, this statement is false. Question number 3. Represent the root 5 on the number line. Root 5. Very easy. I think I have discussed the same in the introduction part of this chapter, this exercise. Root 5. Okay, we want to have root 5 on the number line. Make a straight line here. Okay, and the dimension of this as root 4. Root 4. Root 4. Can I say it to be 2? Yes, I can say. Now this is the number line. Okay, and I'm starting from the 0, then 1, then 2 here. Okay, then I make a straight line that is perpendicular to this, and this is of unit 1. Now what I can do is, by the Pythagoras theorem, I will be doing this. A is this, B is this, and C is this. Okay, then AB square will be equal to AC square plus BC square. Square of this will be equal to square of this plus square of this. This is all I have done. And this will be equal to root 4 square, or you can write simply 2 square, plus 1. This is unit 1, 1 square. So this will become 4 plus 1, and AB square is equal to 5, and AB will be equal to root 5. Okay, simple. So this distance here is root 5. This distance is root 5. So this distance is root 5. So make your canvas open like this and mark a curve like this. And this distance, whether you measure it from here or you measure it from here, this distance AM, I name it as M. So AM is root 5. AM is root 5. I think it was simple, and that's all done about this exercise. Okay. The classroom activity given after this as fourth question have been covered in the last video. So if you find any problem, please write me in the comment.